Hi Neil.
Hi, Wamiqa. This is Neil from Bolly UK Media. Firstly, I'd like to start with congratulating you for this amazing year that you have had. And like with all the different films, like I've also heard this one story where you were shooting for four films in parallel within 30 days. And with Baby John coming up soon, the character is already like looking very intriguing and with so many different layers from what we read. So when you had read this or when you heard the first narration, what was your first impression for this role?
Well, I've never been a part of a full mass entertainer where you just go to the theater and enjoy yourselves. And so when I heard the script, it was so intriguing. I was like, my goodness, how are they going to shoot this first of all? Because it's just so grand. Uh, and I met Atlee sir. That's when I just knew that I want to be part of this film and I want to work with this man. He is so inspiring. My first meeting left me inspired and speechless, and I was like, wow, he's such a kind-hearted, empathetic, compassionate person, passionate person. And I was like, I need to work with him. I need to learn from this man. So that's how it went.
And just as you said, it's larger than life, the feeling of being in a cinema hall. And with Atlee sir, who has made a film like Jawan recently with a star as big as SRK, and being in a part of a massive film, like what would you feel as the main element that you like about the massive films? Because we have some great background music. We see that there are some amazing cinematic shots that Atlee sir brings, or with the director Kalees bringing it. So we can see those elements of mass films even in the trailer of Baby John. So what are you really excited about?
Well, I am really excited about people being overwhelmed while watching it. And I think that's what Atlee sir is all about. When we talk about commercial and mass films, it's the experience that he gives you, with his extraordinary characters and their extraordinary lives and twists and turns. He wants people to have an extraordinary time. He doesn't want to give you an ordinary uh, slice of life film. He wants to give you like an extraordinary slice of life film. So that's what I think the film is going to be like.
And with all of your previous roles, like you mentioned, the slice of life films, you have done all of them. Like you have done Khufia or Mai or the even right from Jab We Met or Love Aajkal. Like you have been a part of the stalwarts of the industry, like from Imtiaz Ali to Vishal Bhardwaj to now, like at least representing you. And so, how has this journey been?
Overwhelming. I never imagined that I'll be able to work with directors like Vishal Bhardwaj or Vikramaditya Motwani or Imtiaz Sir. To chalo, I shot with him. He, Jab We Met was like my first Hindi film experience. And it really, I think, kind of shaped me for who I am today, the way I looked at films, the way I looked at directors, because Imtiaz sir had set that bar for me. And then came Vishal Bhardwaj, where with whom I worked for four projects and as his leading lady. So the bar was set even higher. And now I was telling someone, I said, I really want to work with Imtiaz Ali sir again as his leading lady because I was a child artist when I worked with him in Jab We Met. And I said, that'll be like a dream. It'll be like a full circle if I work with him as his leading lady. Yeah.
Absolutely, and we can't wait to watch that collaboration happen soon. But also, I would like to say that I heard a story that there was supposed to be an action shoot that you had planned for like 8 hours, and the team wrapped it up in like 2 hours. So I'm sure the preparation for this role has been insanely good. So how
So
would you frame
actually,
it?
we rehearsed for 2, 3 days, and they thought that I'll take more days to rehearse. But the action team was pretty confident about me, and they planned the shoot immediately after 3 days. And I was nervous. The producers were nervous. They planned this sequence for like 10 hours. They thought it'll take this much time. But once we rehearsed and we started shooting, we wrapped it up in 2 hours, and they all were so happy and so shocked. And because I had not done any action sequences before that. So they were not sure, but I think now they're sure.
I'm sure, and the audience is going to love it as well, just as the movie comes to the theaters. And I had heard a few months back in the interview that you had this one last thing to check off your bucket list before the year ends. So I guess the release is going to be one thing off the bucket list with people
Oh,
celebrating it in the cinemas.
definitely. I didn't even know if I had this in my bucket list last year, that I want to be part of a big commercial film, and it should not be just any commercial film. It should be a good one, and who better than Atlee sir to be producing it? So I think unknowingly my wish was granted to me. Probably in my heart somewhere I had wished for it, not out loud, but yeah, my wish came true, I guess.
Absolutely, and even our wishes, like seeing you with Varun Dhawan doing the action and the spy part and everything so well. And could you just share one moment from the set or with Varun Dhawan that you really loved working in?
Uh, from the set, with me and Varun, one second, I have to याद करना पड़ेगा because
I'm sure all of them would have been lovely moments.
that what really to tell you. Hmm. I'll tell you, I think shoot experience to tha hi, but the photo shoot that we did together. I mean, we were doing it separately, but we were in these costumes and all of that. That was pretty fun because you're working with guns and the poster shoot that you've seen. Yeah, that was pretty fun, and I think we were shooting with Salman sir also during the same time, and you know how Varun is like highly inspired by Salman sir, and they've like he's really grown up while watching his films, working on the sets with him. So to see that camaraderie between them, to see that the relationship between them, it was pretty cool to experience that.
So I'm sure that the audience has a lot of surprises, and we are all ready to go to the cinemas and experience this experience. Wishing you the best for this film and for the upcoming year as well. Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so
much.
much. Thank you,
Thank
Neil.
Thanks, Leo.
thank you.